Welcome everyone in lecture 19 of unit 3, and we are studying simplification of context free grammar. Simplification of context free grammar means that for a context free grammar G, we are going to find an equivalent reduced or simplified grammar. Say for a grammar G, we are going to find equivalent grammar G dash, and that equivalent grammar G dash is simplified or reduced. So for this purpose we need to remove the useless productions, unit productions and null production from the given grammar G. We already studied in lecture 18 how to remove useless production. In this lecture we are going to study removal of unit productions. First we need to know what is unit production. Unit production means if we have a production in which we have one non-terminal tends to one non-terminal, and why we are interested to remove this kind of production. Suppose we have a unit production A tends to B and we have a production B tends to A. This is unit production and we want to remove it. So what we are doing, while we are deriving a string, we are replacing A by B and then putting the value of B here. We are getting A. First we are moving from capital A to capital B and then putting the value of capital B. Then it is equivalent to A tends to A. Instead of going from two step, we can directly use A tends to A so that it can be done easily. So this kind of productions are not making any good sense. We can directly write A tends to A instead of having this unit production. We can remove it easily by substituting the value of B in the place of B here. Let us look some example. Suppose we have an example E tends to E plus T slash T, T tends to T asterisk F slash F, and F tends to A slash B slash C. So here we have two unit productions. Unit production from a non-terminal to a non-terminal. So we have E tends to T and T tends to F. These are unit productions and we are interested in removal of these two production. So suppose I am removing T tends to F first. So while we are removing T tends to F, we need to put the value of F in the place of this F here. So it can be written as E tends to E plus T slash T, T tends to T asterisk F slash, we have to remove T tends to F, so we need to put the value of F here. So F, value of F is either A or B or C. So we have to put A or B or C. We have to put all productions of F in the place of F here. So we have removed T tends to F. Now we have this grammar after removing T tends to F. Now removing E tends to T. So we are interested in removing E tends to T. So E tends to E plus T slash, we have to put the value of T here. and t has 4 value, either t asterisk f or a or b or c. T asterisk f or a or b or c. T tends to t asterisk f slash a slash b slash c, and f tends to a slash b slash c. So this is the grammar equivalent to given grammar in which there is no unit production. So if we have to drive, suppose t tends to f, we are moving from e to t and then getting t tends to f in the place of t, we can directly get it from e tends to t asterisk f. Or we are driving a, so we are moving from e to t or t to f, then we are putting value a here, so we can directly get e tends to a here. So this is better to write grammar in this way. So we can simplify by removing the unit production. Let us look at second example. S tends to ab slash a tends to a slash capital B, B tends to C, C tends to D, and D tends to, suppose, small b. Here we have so many unit productions as A tends to B, B tends to C, and C tends to D. These are unit productions. So, and C tends to D. So we are removing them. So first removing C tends to D. So at the place of D here, we have to put the value of D. So grammar will be S tends to AB slash A tends to A slash B, B tends to B tends to C, and C tends to D we are removing, and at the place of D we are putting B here, and D tends to B. Now removing B tends to C. So what we need to do, we can remove B tends to C. Instead of C here we can put the value of C directly. So it become S tends to AB slash A tends to A slash B, and instead of B tends to C we can put the value of C here. So it become B, C tends to B, and D tends to B. Now removing the third one, A tends to B. Now removing A tends to B. So at the place of A tends to B we can directly put the value of B at the place of capital B here. So resulting grammar will be A tends to B slash A tends to A slash B, can put the value of B here, it become B, B tends to B, and C tends to B, and D tends to B. So this will be the final grammar after removing the unit production. You need to look a little bit carefully that now C tends to D, C tends to B, and D tends to B are useless. Why? Because while we will drive a string from this grammar using S, we will use either the production S tends to A or S tends to capital AB. So we need the value of A or value of B here only. We will never reach to C or D. C and D are non-reachable. They are non-reachable. So these are useless. We can remove them if the question is asked for the simplification of context-free grammar. Simplification means we have to apply all three process. And if the question is asked for the removal of unit production, then we can leave the answer as it is. We need not to remove in case of only unit removal of unit production, but in case of simplification we need to remove the useless production also. So there are high chances when we remove the unit production we may get the useless productions. Now let us look at the third example. S tends to A slash BB and A tends to B slash B and B tends to S slash A. So here are A tends to A tends to B and B tends to S are unit productions, and we are interested in the removal of these. So choose any one, and it is better to choose from the bottom. First remove the last one, then the second last, then the third last. It is just like following a procedure one by one. We are not going to remove all three in one go. We have to choose one first, then second, then third. So removing B tends to S. So we have to put the value of S at this place. So grammar will be A tends to B slash B and B tends to, we have to put the value of S here. It has two values, either A or BB. So we have to put A, BB, and then B tends to A. Now here again we get a new unit production B tends to A. So it is not yet properly removed. We need to remove it again. Now removing B tends to A. Now we have to put the value of A at this place. So it become S tends to A slash BB, A tends to B slash B, and B tends to, putting the value of A here, we will get B tends to B, B tends to B, and B tends to BB slash A. We put the two values of A at this place. Now look, B tends to B. It is another new unit production, but B tends to B does not make any effect. Why? Because when we get B at the place again, B get B again. At the end we need to put either B or double B or A. So B tends to B is, we can directly remove B tends to B because it is B only. So it can be written as A tends to B slash B and B tends to BB, BB or A. So because B has B, double B or A, so B tends to B, at the end we need to put B tends to small b, double B or A. So we can directly write it as. Now we will remove others unit production, removing A tends to B. So S tends to A slash BB and A tends to, putting the value of B here. So if I will put B here, B is already there, so no need to write two times. So I can replace B, double B, A, and I need not to write this B again because B is already written. B is already there. A tends to B, A tends to B makes A tends to B only. B tends to B, BB, A. Now we can remove S tends to A. Remove S tends to A. So S tends to, it become BB or A. We need not to write BB two times. So it will be the resulting answer where productions of A and B are useless. We can remove the productions of A or B in case of simplification of grammar. Otherwise there is no need to remove them. This is for the today's lecture number 19.